Welcome back. So I was just watching something on the news about, I don't know all about it, but crude oil business, opening up the spigots to the to opening up the spigots to the north or to Canada for these oil, this crude oil and these refineries that are privately owned by these business owners. My thing is, this is, I feel like this is whatever they're talking about. There's a spiritual aspect, and then there's the aspect, the business aspect that they're talking about. This is another smiteful move by possibly, again, whatever's backing this masculine energy that wants to replenish, subdue, and replenish. Okay, so subdue the North or Aurora or Sleeping Beauty, okay, which these people have been working on for so long, even though she's fighting on her own, she's fighting for her right. This is America. The South, again, would be a certain sense of Egypt at this point in time, because I feel like because the Empress is still reigning in the North, even though there might be an emperor reigning north of North, but the Empress in the Americas is the one that brought the emperor back to fucking life. So to dismiss that and to allow for these people to take, especially financially, or withhold or put that chain on the leg of America or North America, okay, or the North, right, and surround the North in that crescendo type of energy here, surrounding them by, again, knowing it's the sun energy, surrounding that energy by the moon, all right? All right? So they're trying to turn the moon, they're trying to turn the sun to the moon and the moon to the sun. All right. So again, this is what this make me think something about Elodio. So they want to take my masculine energies, and for some reason, maybe there has been a breach or something here. Okay, this might even be this masculine feeling this way, but they know just good and damn well what they're doing. They're messing with the foundation and stability of the Taurus, of the real bull, or the red calf or Hathor energy or whatever. They have been sucking dry. They have been also alternating the energy of the male Taurus in the house to not be, for them not to be compatible by causing some type of disruption here, okay, within the household. I'm just telling you exactly how this shit is going down so that they can force it to go down to the South. But the South, I would have to really know and see if the South is really a matriarch or liberal, okay? But in a certain sense here, okay? Sodom and Gomorrah energy, Georgia, okay? Not to say or smite the energy, but I see what the fuck you're doing. You're not going to be able to dismiss the full power and potential of the Empress of the American soil. These are, again, these Moorish and these other energies, these Israelite. So if you look at patriarchal, it'll be the one father of the Israelite groups. Well, we know that Israel is Israel. The Israelites are the lighter version, whether that is by complexion or it is by being grafted on the trees. These are the imposters. These are the fakes. These are the fakes, the jakes and snakes. These are the ones that were brought into these lands and given land patents, okay, to take lands away from American people, okay, of antiquity, prior to 1492, and even prior to us having a president, when there was a mixture of people here, different races, different groups, different whatever, okay? I'm even talking about like the Appalachian mountainous peoples. These particular people, they were called rednecks or bluegrass energy. Like all of these things, these are like the particular roots here. Okay, and the people that I'm talking about when we're talking about Elodio or them going down to the South, it is like she said out of her own fucking mouth, in order to kill the whites. The whites are talking about the pure bloods, rather they're as above or so below. If we keep on going with these shenanigans that they got going on in the backgrounds, in the shadows of this fucking Democratic Party, it is done for true American patriots, okay? Anybody having some type of voice or any kind of choice is done with. I'm telling you what this is. This is about, again, not really even, because they know that American women, the sweet potato pie, okay, the wombs of America are the ones that have birthed nations under these forefathers or so-called founding fathers. And if you look up founding in etymology, you will notice that it doesn't really mean what you think it does. So again, a patriarchal energy could be considered a founding father. All right? These men right now may be under the reign or the rule of these feminine energies that have been sent in here as spies or scouts or whatever by their daddies with this G7 energy. Okay, Germany, all I don't even have to name them specifically, but again, they have been sent in by their fathers and, like I said, dealt the silver or gold spoon in their mouth, feeding off of the energy of those of us females or women or the wombs of America, the true soil. Okay, grafting themselves on, working behind in these high lofty places, actually acting high and lofty. Okay, and again, these feminine energies feminine energies feed off of the energy from the masculine. The American Empress, okay, Unchained, doesn't have to feed off of that energy like they do. They gravitate, like, again, I know who the fuck I am. So at the end of the day, I can stand on my own. So these women use money or finances as saying that the Empress is codependent. No. The Empress came with a bag. It's just been mishandled and misrepresented by these masculine energies or other feminine energies, tying themselves on me, onto my lineage or my bloodline or my, just, I would say, a birthright right now, as to be the one to come out, to be the rising phoenix to a certain extent, to come out and raise something up. I feel like one of these masculines have been, or his woman has been using her sorcery or some kind of spell work in order to keep this person, okay, under her beck and call. So whatever would be taken from this kingdom is being used. This is the sexual immoralities that we're talking about. Whatever is being taken from this kingdom, because they're very crafty with their laws and lies, okay, has been, and now, like I said, they have these men, actually, they may look some kind of way studious in front of you or in front of camera, but I feel like there's a very abusive nature going on, blackmail and other type of things right here going on behind the scenes, because they know that once the Empress get the true full power and potential and platform that she needs in protection and people to back her or to walk with her, they know it's over for them. They know it's over for them. Dead or alive, motherfucker. They know it's over. They know who the real jack of all trades is, that may be overwhelmed, that's always extending their energy out to other people and letting them. And again, it's not even a problem at some point in time, but I'm not going to sit here and lay here and see that somebody is actually taking from me and building elsewhere. Fuck that. The line has been drawn in the sand by them a very long time ago. You see what I'm saying? So again, now they think, again, they're haughty and lofty when we're talking merchants and businessmen. You see what I'm saying? Because now they have found a way to make something that is an alternative somewhat version. Or they have found a way to kill off someone or make them a liability or make them someone that would seem like they're not beneficial to the cause. But again, like I said last night, they're feeding these other women in a different way. Their flights and hotels and shit and weaves and wigs and shit that make society look at them as something acceptable when they're dirty down to the fucking core. You see what I'm saying? It's bought and paid for by the team. And if that is the energy of these women, also like how we're talking about that Britney Spears case again, how she put the sister put the microphone in her bedroom. There is one of these sisters that's connected to me, whether it's a sister wife that I don't know about, because again, it's sad how they keep the real energy suppressed, oppressed, and blinded to the fact of what's going on. If a masculine really cared, he would get the energy, the information to me. If it was the antidote or the vaccine, I would know that by now. If it was to change this and that, I would know that right now. Why are you going around and showing these other women what to do to get in your good graces or to be valued to a certain extent, instead of filling in the Empress, which would be the one that didn't have that information? It would be the one that didn't get the head start. It would be the one that needs that because she is actually the real. Why do they want to continue to try to place that energy? And this is speaking from the women that have come before me. I walk like I have 1,000 ancestors behind me because that's all the fuck I have. And these men are out of line, okay? I don't know if this is some fetish or some shit somebody got behind the scenes or something like this, or it may just be these women. Because nothing can fool me as to the energy that comes to me from these masculine energies. They want to be around me. They want to connect with me some kind of way here. The disconnect comes with them messing around with these other females. That's why it says not to particularly worship to worship these other gods with a little g, because they turn them against me. Okay, so again, that's just the energy there. Okay, so again, whatever they're feeding or fueling, these masculines were, I feel like at some point in time, some of us, you know, feminine energies or masculine feminines were brought out of the grave, you know, by some type of nourishment or some kind of sexual healing, whether this is by some documents or some other type of way here in another realm or some galactic type shit. Something has been transpiring here. Okay, so while they're turning a spigot down on the real American Empress, I'm still trying to use whatever gases or little remnants are still there to fuel myself on a day-to-day basis. They get paid to get the download or the message of the day. The shit just comes to me. You see what I'm saying? So it's just something that, you know, people should really really think about. Okay. This could also be a masculine, you know, don't want nobody, you know, he want to keep something to himself possibly, or wanted to at some point in time. But if I don't have a proper understanding of what's going on, I'm not that type of female that's going, if the only thing I have is to use my voice, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not that type of female that's going to sit around here and look like these other women to one masculine and see, what's next, master? No, I'm going to look within and find out what the fuck I have to do. And if it's just using my voice right now, all right, then that's what I'm going to continue to do. I don't take no for an answer to unless we're talking about somebody's like free will. If somebody came to me and said, hey, you know, Shalonda, I don't want this or whatever, it would have to be that person that's face to face to me to let me know, and then I'll let the shit go. Until then, it is what it is. And I would advise and hope that people, if these masculines are doing something wrong to me, because I would hate to think that, but I'm not going to not think the shit. I don't trust nobody 100 motherfucking %. Especially if you hiding from me, or if you're not being able to come to me and contact me and keep it real with me. If I'm not being able to have all the information, or at least enough of it where I should be able to relax and say, hey, okay, all right, okay, now I see what the plan is. Let me, you know, they expect me to be able to pull every fucking thing out of the air. That's not right. That's not right, with no help or nothing here. And also bringing these women around, or putting these women, whether it is in the 5D or something like this. Look, we done had the devil jump out on the damn floor. That bitch is the devil. I don't care what you say. She may not talk like me or whatever, but I got, you know, again, there's a difference between having heart or caring or having heart in that manner where you have a heart, but you don't have fucking heart, meaning that you don't care, meaning that if these bitches know where I'm at and they that concerned about me and they don't like me that much, and people keep on talking about somebody popping up on somebody, bitch, do that shit immediately and we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never scared of no motherfucking body. Of course, I don't want no grown-ass man trying to come fight me, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let no grown-ass man hit me either and not hit his ass back. So again, like I said, I'm just a crazy motherfucker like that when it comes to protecting myself or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I'm down for whatever. You see? And that's what I'm saying. I'll also fight you with my words. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. Don't sneak and compete with me behind the scenes. Now, we done had this 3 of Cups come out 2 times, okay, during my shuffling. I'm telling you, there's something here, okay? There's something here. And look at how it's happening here. Look at how the juice or whatever these things is jumping out and filling the rest of these cups. All right, there's a little bit coming from the south. Look at this little spigot, this little thing right here, and look at all this that's coming from the north. All right, now they both fuel in the middle, so this might even be this masculine energy getting fueled by both of our energy. You know what I'm saying? That's also why, again, there's something about piping down or something, or pipes or something. So again, there must be something, like I said, about when somebody get mad, you know, because again, I'm not going to sit here and talk about being a son of God without telling you both elements. Lucifer or whatever was still a particular type of God, okay? So again, I'm not going to tell you that there's not no way that I'm a cross between both. You get what the fuck you asked for. And that's what you get over here, okay? So we have what? The undead are victorious, okay? It's official, okay? All right? So again, this could mean, again, those people that are not dead in the eyes of law, okay? Or this may be, again, this may be talking about, this may be people that are not dead by law, or this could be people that did not die, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, consider themselves as dead. Okay, but again, I feel like maybe some people have the right to choose. You know what I'm saying? I keep hearing life after death, or dead or alive. Okay. It says military retreats and all recovery missions are abandoned. Okay, so again, this could also, it's official. This could also be somebody going ahead and vowing and saying that they're cutting something off. Okay, but it's almost like a forced thing. It's almost like you really didn't have a choice. It's almost like somebody walking somebody off the plank. It's like you don't have a choice. And this energy is trying to suppress what's being said over here to a certain extent, all right, in order for there not to be any fair play, foul play. So again, when you start to stand up for yourself and notice that you may need to be protecting yourself, not just from who somebody is trying to put right in front of your face, but from a whole group or militia or mob of people, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a problem. Then these people want to abandon ship here, okay? And the sad thing is, a lot of these people work for these corporations, these businesses. The third party could also be the oil industry. It could be another industry here, okay? That third party could also be sex trafficking or trafficking to a certain degree here, okay? There may be a masculine that's playing me or playing into my energy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not noticing that something else is going on behind the scenes. All right, we got the magician here, okay? It's definitely somebody's doing magic here, okay? It's obviously that one of these clones or one of these replicate energies of this masculine does get along better with my friends. All right, but it's how the fuck are you treating my friends rather than how you're treating me? You know, and that's the energy. I can't be held, you know, accountable for the fact that, you know, this person went away or something happened, a separation between us, something that's hard to explain or whatever. And I was left here with somebody that was in the likeness of that person. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this person faked their death and left and ran off with another bitch and tried to come back when he wanted to come back home and seen something he didn't like. Well, the whole time knowing that that's not him here and he's been somewhere else because he was a part of some government program to come against the Empress one day. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. But there's something off about this whole situation here. And I feel like they killed the original masculine here. All right? But his energy still is coming back and forth, in and out. And I feel like it's because, you know, he may have been very, very narcissistic. You know, it's reminding me of that energy of King Henry coming back into Catherine de Medici's energy or whatever to distract her from moving on or trying to get her left out in the cold, basically, when Bash found her out in the cold. So again, Bash energy might be okay, so I'm seeing who Bash might be. Okay, Bash might be the Gemini energy, but there's also another Scorpio energy too. And again, I'm left alone to figure this out. You know, everybody, family members and shit like this, keeping secrets and keeping money behind. You know, it's just like if you invest in America the way that you, the original energy or the original Empress, they don't want to do that because they know she has power and she can make decisions as well as the masculine. And they know that, again, she's going to keep it fair and balanced, not just leaning more on the transgender energy or more just doing it any other way, because I think that that's what the fuck this is. And I don't give a fuck what you say. Trying to put somebody down as if they're not good enough, and you know this got something to do with oil, crude oil, all right? It got something to do with crude fucking oil. I tell you that much. You ain't nobody fooling me. Because again, some of these tarot readers are trans. So don't even fucking go there with me. All right? It's got to be enough room for everybody, or we're going to have a motherfucking problem. Ain't nobody about to scare me from what's right and wrong. If this fair and balanced, it shouldn't matter. If I'm saying that it's fair and balanced, then it shouldn't matter. Now, if you're talking about, again, we should still have men that are men calling themselves women and competing for same positions or to be wives or first ladies, then we have a problem. Where you're not going to let the real women or wombs be a part of it after they worked so hard and people have been feeding and fueling off of them for all this time. You're out of your fucking mind. We have the world card and the world is on fucking fire. All right? So I guess these people's plan is to escape or hide themselves in the clefts in the rocks or some shit like this. All right? And somebody might have been planning on taking me there, but they know I wouldn't fit in there because, you know, I couldn't be around a whole bunch of lying motherfuckers. So we got the Eight of Swords. You know, my whole thing is not to hold on to nothing that don't want to be held on. Stop playing these fucking games behind my back. Stop playing so it's hard for me to decipher who's on my side and who's not. You know what I'm saying? You either rocking with me, you dealing with me, or you not. Because you're not going to be dealing with me and none of these other bitches. I'll tell you that right now. I'm the whole motherfucking 9 yards. I'm the alpha and the omega motherfucker. I am the male and the female. You cannot. And still just form just the way God made me. All right? And you're not going to try to sit there and try to do that to me. You can try that shit all day, but you're not going to mess with, like I said, my energy. It's always going to be fair and balanced. Even to these stanky bitches that, even to these females or these little girls that you got in my energy stalking me and reporting back to you on a day-to-day basis, but tell me not to worry about gossip. Like I don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from the dealings with these feminine energies with these men. All right? So we got judgment here, okay? We got judgment here, and some motherfuckers about to be judged. And I think all those women should go to jail. I know whatever they're trying to do with this Roe v. Wade shit, they trying to stop something here. All right? It's kind of like making me think about on Discovery of Witches when Diana came into that meeting, right? In her full energy, right? Without Matthew, all right? And told them about the tree of life and everything. But they tried to hurry up and squash things so that nobody would get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? For the shit that they had already been doing, all the sorcery and all the stuff they had been doing, the intrusion that they've been doing, they end up went ahead and squashed it so that everything could be like copacetic. But I ain't doing that shit. I want these bitches to go to jail. Like I said, I want them to be persecuted and prosecuted. Fair and just, but it's a fucking must. You're not gonna get away with that. I'm here and take them bitches out the trial. It's not happening. It's not happening, especially these ones that think they so haughty, they will be brought down by their fucking ankles, period. The high priestess energy, because that's what they look like on the inside. That's what they look like on the inside. Ugly. And this is people that thought they would be able, the only reason why they're so haughty is because they thought they would be able to get away with this shit. Invasion of privacy, now they're all ratting, they're saying stuff, they're doing this this kind of mirror energy where they're saying somebody's been doing this. Bitch, it's you that been fucking doing it. God told me that it's you. Jedi, my motherfucking laser beam told me that it's you. It's you that's doing it. And they think I can't tell that some of these females are women that used to live in a community with me. You know what I'm saying? These beings, I don't know who the fuck they are or who they think they are, but these are people that have been invading my privacy for a very long time. Behind the scenes in a toxic manner. And I wonder why I felt so weighed down and so heavy. Because these people, this coven, or these people have been doing this work on me for a very long time. Knowing full well that I am the true wife on paper, the first wife on paper to whatever masculine energy is that they are tied to. Now, there might be somebody else over that coven or something like this, because I think that a masculine energy did pass on. That person would not have done whatever somebody is doing here to me today. That person wouldn't allow some of these things to happen. I'm telling you. And we got the star card here, okay? I'm telling you what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You're not going to try to play me like that. No, no, no. You can go visit them. The same way these masculines or some of these Anunnaki energies or these other energies, you know, show up in my energy, or the ones that work for the government with these special invisible suits or whatever the fuck they got going on, okay? You could go visit them bitches in jail, and you'll be sure that they got food and water every day, and you could go and see them and go visit them in jail anytime you want. You don't have to worry about putting surveillance on them. Well, you don't care about them that much, so you don't surveil them. Right? You just want to keep them as like safeguards or whatever like this. So you don't surveil them. You only surveil the Empress and put cameras in her room and in her shower and do things and record her secretly so that you can try to expose her if she wants to rise up. So you can try to expose her and make her seem like something that she's not. So you can make it seem like God didn't really touch her and do these things, you know, and tell her to sit down. I got something coming for you two years ago. And she been sitting down with her legs closed ever since then, still getting her fucking bills paid by somebody. What? Some man don't want to look like a simp because you got a woman here that's a good ass woman. You know her value, know the quality, regardless of where you sticking that wand or whatever cup it is, bitch. You know you got the head motherfucking ace of cups sitting up in your damn crib. Tell me. But they're not doing it the same thing for me. They're not giving me that same replenishment. This is a masculine that's in the likeness of the original masculine. So I'm not able to get the nourishment that I feel or that I need, or the sexual healing that I need. So then I come off as this bitch or something like this, right? And I'm talking about these type of things that, like contracts and things that would protect me. I'm talking about things that would make sure stop. I'll be there in a second. Things to make sure that me and my child's needs are met, that we have the things that we need around here. But the whole thing is to try to make it seem unfit, unkept, and all these things when none of that shit was the problem prior to. So maybe this is another masculine that's been watching and his feelings was hurt because he's seen somebody happy without him. But he don't know what was going on within. He don't know that there's been something, an emptiness there the whole time, because I didn't know that this person was missing until I started to open my eyes to these things that were going on behind the scenes, possibly with the government. I was sitting there hours and hours digging up this information and trying to find out things, being not knowledgeable about none of this stuff for the past 10 plus years. Laying next to somebody that I thought was this person, but I was wondering why something didn't feel right or something didn't feel whole. And it sounded like Betty Wright, like, you know, I'm gonna keep a piece, like having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. I feel like these masculines got behind the scenes and wanted me to walk up off a cliff or walk up off this seat or this throne that is somewhat of a damn throne, you know what I'm saying? So I can be thrown into the sharks or the wolves while they walk away with these women that are these girls or these beings that are in the likeness of the empress or in the likeness of a womb man. Cut it out. So again, I can't tell, and we're talking about that phrase that verse that keeps coming out, we'll call her woman because she was taken out of man. So I don't know, like I said, this might be a transgender energy here, okay, that they did this with. It wouldn't be the first time, all right? Or this could be somebody that is mentally a masculine, okay? Okay, that is headstrong, that is thinks logically or thinks in some kind of manner that is a masculine but has a feminine body, okay? Or structure or physique or whatever you want to call it here. All right. And let's not mind you that the Empress is the one that had to go through all the years of nourishing different energies here. These other women, you know what I'm saying, may not have had to go through the same thing. They may have chosen to be, you know, in energy. Like I said, there's like galactic, I think there's like galactic, prostitute energy or something. Okay. But then there's also women that are out here choosing to, right? And they may be getting paid for their services. Okay. Where they act as though the earth or the soil is supposed to just give it for free, you know, and it's unbalanced, it's unrequited, and it's unbalanced, and it's you know what, these companies, these oil companies, you know what I'm saying, whatever they're talking about, you listen, they won't be singing that same tune if it was certain lands that they couldn't still access or be on. I'll tell you that much. We got the Seven of Cups. I'm telling you, it's somebody all up in somebody's head about some shit. A whole bunch of people. Okay? This could be my head. You know what I'm saying? This could be somebody else's head. It could be the masculine head. But something is going on here. All these smiling people that look so nice and everything like this. Okay? Buzzing around all in her head here. These are these feminine energies here that are spying and invading people's privacy, okay? Or making up lies and shit like that if they can't find something to try to cause, but I don't see why a masculine is allowing them to do it. That's what I'm telling you. Something is strange here. Something is strange. We have death. Somebody's about to, I'm telling you, something bigger than what you think is going to bring death to the situation here. These big tycoons and these oil companies, look at this shit. I'm trying to tell you, something is a brewing. Something is coming. And you think that you safe underneath here with this cracked up foundation right here like this? Hell no. That ball gonna come straight through it like a fucking wrecking ball. These people are trying to hide the fact that they've been stealing. They're trying to hide the fact that they owe the Empress something. They're trying to get these secret divorces, whether it's common law, spiritual, 3D, or some other, or kingdom energy. They're trying to get these separations and shit so they can walk off and leave me without nothing. Knowing good and damn well that these men or their women have been doing illegal things behind the scenes to make money off of me. I'm not even going to say other motherfuckers or you or nobody. No, I know. God tell me shit that you may not see. I know somebody been doing it to me. And if it wasn't for me having a child, I'd get the fuck up and walk away with what I got on my back. I have a daughter to be concerned about. Somebody that will be a future emperor. And that's the problem too. See, now this is what's going to get me irritated because they're leaving feminine energy, these women that they have pinpointed already, they're leaving in a vulnerable situation. And they're letting energies come in and also fondle or do certain things to your children or letting them in through different programs or apps your children might be online and grooming them for other shit too, especially 11 and 12-year-old girls and boys. When it comes to, like I said, this sword energy or this King of Swords energy. That's what they do to cut people off from being nations. We have that Native American card with ruin, with the Native man laying there with a cross on his butt, okay? Like a target thing on his butt, and it's called ruin, okay? That's why I like those cards, because they do give a lot more information here. Or buck breaking, All right. So they're allowing these people to come in however it would be. This might even be literally, okay? On your children to do something that might expose them or something that might cut them off from being able to be a nation when they get old enough. This can also be womb work or vaginal, like this might be also some type of mutilization here. All right? I'm telling you, we are dealing with not a people too on this plane today. They don't think like you do. They don't really care about us. This is it, motherfucker. I'm telling you, people like, there's so much in music, okay? All right? There's so many things, and that's why I'm saying I don't even know if these people knew that they were dropping this stuff. Possibly, possibly not, okay? Or maybe they just didn't think we would be able to comprehend it, because at one point in time I was listening to the music, it was just music. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I had to slow down, you know what I'm saying, and see what was really going on here, okay? Yeah, so we got this two of whatever this is, vassals here. All right, one has a lid on it and one doesn't. One is protected and one doesn't. One is an open border, so random. Now they're saying, you know, I think Biden was saying something like, we gotta lower the prices or whatever. Americans need it. We need it. This needed and da 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 da. Okay, well, what are we talking about here? Because now you got all these other motherfuckers that's not Americans in America, and you calling them American. And I don't share my energy with just any motherfucking body. This ain't that kind of energy. I don't give a fuck what masculine's trying to denote me or denounce me or put me down or try to kick me off and put some other bitch or a dude there. Whatever the fuck they trying to do, it ain't gonna happen. It's not happening. Like I said, I'm not the one. You take that trash that you got somewhere else, okay? You see what I'm saying? And do that with. It ain't gonna be here with me. I made the choice. God appointed me not to be somebody that's laying on my back, but to use my mouth and use my voice and use my mind. So there may be somebody in the likeness of God now. There may be an AI version or some other person that's in the likeness of God that may be like an imposter that may be in the position. Other than that, no. This goes beyond somebody saying, well, somebody used to do. I don't give a fuck what you think somebody used to do. You know, these women let men replenish them. I let God replenish me. It's only somebody that can show their face, be what they say, do what they say, and I feel like it gives you a sense of protection and calm for me to be able to bow down to any fucking man on this earth. It ain't happening. If they ain't got all that shit together, it ain't happening. Because any motherfucking man that been around here, all up in my energy, you already knew what you was about to be getting when you got it. You already knew what the fuck it came with. And quit playing with these girls as if they fucking that like they ain't on the payroll and getting something that come from this kingdom, whether it be a past kingdom or the new one. Quit. Y'all could quit playing with all of y'all selves at the end of the day. Quit playing. Like the sweat of my brow and the depths of my tears haven't been, you know, helping with whatever the fuck you think you doing with these bitches. You crazy. I'm about to pull 3 feminine energies and I'm getting up out of here. Dang. I don't know why left eye been on my mind today. We got Roxanne Shante, defense. All right? I don't know. I get Muhammad energy or Muhammad Ali or something like this, okay? We got a Rhapsody, the truth, okay? Who we got here? We got Sarada Devi, the divine mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Hold on, here I come. We got Beyonce and love, and it's in reverse here, okay? I wonder why. We got Queen Latifah, respect, okay? I think I'm gonna just pull, no, that was 4. Let's see. Something is telling me to pull some 2 more from. Try to make sure that they're from the other deck, the Divine Feminine deck. Oh, okay. We got all this. I'll just pick these last 2. We got Catherine Labor, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Okay? And then, because I'm hearing don't go chasing waterfalls. I'm telling y'all. And y'all know I feel like that energy has something to do with HIV. There's something about that. Because it always keeps making me think about that part at the end of that video when the son got killed. Okay, she was trying to tell him, stop doing that. Don't hang out with them people. Come back to me. Come back home or whatever. And he didn't listen. Okay? So this is what's making me think 8 days, 18 days, something. Somebody could have been born in 88 or something. Okay? Or around that time. But it's making me think about that part. Now, I'm at this point here, okay? I'm at this pivoting point where I'm starting to come straight from the heart and be, like some kind of way right now, all right? And I feel like this is that energy here. And the fact that Biden is saying Americans need, well, after you done defiled yourself and with them nasty, ooh-wee, where your gods at? Just like they was asking me, where your gods at now? See, because they thought that they was drinking from them cups at the bottom of them barrels is always dry. And then you got the whole motherfucking full fountain that keeps on giving at the end of the day. That you shall never thirst again. But again, these people decided not to have that. So you can't pump and dump and then come back with that shit. We got Dakini, the enlightened feminine. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Especially now, I feel like they have foreign energies here. A lot of these people is coming from places that are ridden with AIDS. In Africa and other places. You not fucking slick. And I'm telling you, I'm hearing this. Even the whole energy about the mysterious Dr. Savy death. Okay? There's something about left eye here. Okay? Not saying that she had anything like that, but I'm just saying there's something about, there's like a warning energy. It's kind of like that. Because when after the boy died and the mother was going to go into doing something, the boy came back as a ghost and was trying to stop her. He was trying to stop her, but she couldn't see him. He was just standing there. She walked right straight through him. Okay? So could be this energy now. This could be this energy right now. Okay? Because again, there might be a reason why a spigot was closed. From the north, south, east, west, whatever. It might be a reason why a spigot was closed. And somebody might be vengeful or revengeful here. Okay? When I begged and cried to understand what was going on with me. What is this, God? Why I'm feeling like this? Why you got this, why you open up my heart chakra like this? And then you got me, over here feeling like this. I know I had to go through certain things, but damn. You know what I'm saying? Why did this happen here? And we got judgment here. Okay? This might be also these people, these corporations of the world that want to go ahead and do this to the people that they call dead or black. They just want to finish them off. Okay? They think they're not worthy or whatever, whether it's, by physical attributes or whatever. They think that these people are a liability or something that don't. So they're going to send in something like this. These missiles might be like, again, it's making me think about Moana going over the reef and didn't know what to expect. And her mother stopped her and told her about that story about the unforgiving waters at the other end, okay? That's where I feel like I just made it somewhere over the reef real quick. Because if you look, we did a video on this, and if you look at reef, it's something about the mind or a certain level or a heightened, it's like a going over like a hill or something like this, okay? Damn, over the hill make me think about 40 years old. And that, there's some tricky something here. All right, because they look at you as useless or something. I'm about to say euthanize. Okay, something like that at that age. When you're supposed to be going off into positions of power and changing the world. And you wonder why there's no change that have been happening? Because they're hiding the fact that there's supposed to be a mixture of people with certain credentials, and some might be women that have been homemakers that are supposed to be caring and really care and not just be about the money, about situations that should be in some type of places in the political arenas to be of assistance or something like this. Of course, getting fucking paid, right? Because I promise you, I think that there's millions that have been taken from some of us, and I think that there's millions that have been made off of your nakedness and you being blind in the Eight of Swords energy, possibly some of us, or just maybe the Empress. I don't know. And these women have been benefiting off of this, and it is done, motherfucker. It ain't no more. It ain't no more. I see who you bitches is. And you gonna have a fucking problem on your hand. They better go hide. They better go fucking hide. This is why they hide. And they talk all that shit. Ain't nobody showed up yet. All right? We got justice here. All right? I don't know if this means that the scales are being balanced out or not. All right? They should be. Now, if this is all some kind of joke or some kind of act, okay, we'll have you know. This might be a God playing a game here, trying to see if somebody turn their back on them. I still haven't, but I'm not gonna sit here and allow for this stupid trickery and all this stuff to be going on anymore. I'm tired of people trying to play somebody, and that's just what it is. All right, we got the Knight of Swords here, okay? You ain't gonna say, I don't give a fuck if I ain't got $1 in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Or if I don't have whatever credentials you talking about, you get, whatever masculine is putting me through these trials and tests, you can't tell me that I ain't no different motherfucking, that I ain't changed. All right, we got Temperance in reverse here, okay? I feel like there's something, you know, that has been being stirred up here, okay? In some labs or something here, okay? That has been created, we got the Four of Hazards, okay? Some hazardous energy here. All right? And this death energy, okay? A meat market, a meat suit. Some people may just be just that. Some type of synth or something. All right? And then we have this magician card here. All right? Because somebody, again, something about some lab or something like this. This could also be people that you might trust. You know what I'm saying? But maybe they don't want to, you know, there's some people that they favorite that they don't want to do this to, or maybe they can't wait until they do it to you. Shit, I think some of these people want to be you. Whoever they would be. We're talking about outsiders too. My circle is not just no 1 or 2 people. When I'm talking about the divine masculine, it's not, I can't sit there and just talk about 3 or 4 people, or the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or that light, or in the Christ energy. I can't, it's more already, there's more people attached to us or them than that. So again, if it resonates with you, it do. If it don't, it don't. But again, I see some people that's acting all haughty and all in my business because they know that they can see my energy, or they're using these information that they're getting from these masculines to try to do these things and rub me the wrong way. We got the Nine of Wands. Like I said, there's this energy here where this rod, okay, might be even the masculine's rod here, all right? And all these different swords is coming in at this person, or all these different wands, all right? These might be, again, these transgender energy. Look how this is in the inner, in the center here, all right? This might somebody, you know what? I feel like one of these masculines came at me because of what I was saying about the transgender energy, or that I was exposing it. Now, this is something that God had me on a mission to do. Sometimes shit got to get torn down and rebuilt. In all fairness, okay? So again, I think that one of these masculines came at me, not because he likes, I don't know if he do or don't, what I'm saying, okay? What I'm saying is they may have had lots of friends, or they may have been very close to a lot of people that deal with this type of energy, or that are this energy, okay? And may have been upset with me. But something riled me up. It's almost like the heart of Tafiti being ripped out. And when that happened, it woke me up to go in, stick my head into the heavens and find out what was going on. And I proved the things that I proved. That we are the people in the Bible by lineage and by bloodlines and birthright. All right? That black people, so-called, was already here. They American Indians or autochthonous people. All right? And to find out some of these secret things that was going on behind the scenes, okay? And to find out people was imposters, and they wasn't, even the ones that they put and propped up in front of you are not who they say or what they say they are. I didn't want to do that, but I feel as though when they took this masculine energy, whatever they did biochemically, whatever they did, whatever warfare or 5G energy they did to split me from this energy as a whole, they riled something up. They opened up something. And I think it has something to do with the moon. And I think they've been doing it for a very long time with the Phoenix energy. Okay? I think it's having to do with something like this. Period. They wouldn't even allow this masculine to come back in and get to know me again. Because they know that it's a perfect fit, a perfect match. And when it happened, and even if they did, they try to do it in a low-key way, you know what I'm saying, where I wouldn't even be aware of what was going on. But all these other bitches would, and everybody else would. But they do it in a way where I wouldn't even be aware. That's the shame. That's the shame. That's the shame that I could, you know, that's the sad part about it. Somebody mad. Okay, somebody in this, like, you know, a shame-faced sword energy. Because, again, like I said, I feel like there are pages and stuff like that. Okay, now. Okay, knights and pages involved. That the emperors or my masculines, there's something disconnect. They may not even know who I am no more. Is mentally, physically, or, you know, dead in another way. All right? And these people are just using electronics and, you know, signals and stuff like that to try to keep them alive, keep their spirit alive. Okay? Because these masculines would have known who is the only one. Okay? So we got the Hierophant here, but it was in reverse. Okay? Just the Vatican. Also, you know, a street pope, somebody that would be hired by the Vatican to go into the streets and act as though they're your friends and act as this, and that. But whatever. But this also could be to redeem crowns, though, too. All right? So this may be, I was just thinking about why a prophet wouldn't be, you know, accepted in their own hometown. The people might look at it sideways some kind of way. Because this might be people that have been, you know, going against the empress or emperor all the time, right? And then the emperor come back in, and some of the shit that he might be doing might be trying to gather back what the fuck was his. You see what I'm saying? Bring some kind of stability or foundation here, okay? Whatever it would be. But again, if somebody if somebody wanted this to take this turn here by not keeping me filled in, somebody knows my intellect, or they did not expect it, or they're thinking I'm moving too fast. Somebody knew that this was going to happen, right? So again, it said if you take for that tree or whatever, you'll surely die. But I think that they're talking about these other trees that might be, you know, in Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? In these towns and these places where people are being very extra all over the place with sexuality. And I'm talking about that kind. You hear me? I'm talking about that kind. So again, this might be a warning for me not to take from one of these trees. As I look at my 2 trees back here in my backyard. I'm telling you, the tables turn all day. The energy shifts all day. And it's wicked. It's ratchet. The Bible is wicked. It's ratchet. It's wicked. It's ratchet, but it's real. I mean, some parts of it is. I'm just telling you, it's the real story. So if you're looking at it to like as a religious aspect or something like that, if you really can get down to the nitty gritty of what that book is saying, it's very detrimental so that you don't do those same mistakes. But it's not like I'm sitting there like reading it like it's a storybook, like, oh my goodness, aren't these words so glorious? Because then if you're doing that, you're not seeing what's really in the text. It's to keep it real. It's just to keep, it's real. It is real. Okay? That's just it. That's why I say the church failed you. In the school with indoctrination, or which is just training. Look it up. Look up what education means. It is training. So the secret societies keep the secrets, all right? And these feminine energies are a part of these red hat, red dress, Eastern. Now, not all of them are bad. I'm just saying they're a part of these groups. This is where they really learn the occult from an early age. This is how they learn how to groom a man, or to lure a man in, or to make him, you know, these kind of things, okay? That's it. The rest of us is supposed to be some lumps on logs that's pumped and dumped. And even if you were being taken care of and had a certain lifestyle where you at least, you know, carried a certain way, these women have convinced these men that you don't deserve that and you're just lazy. No, bitch, you work for me. All right? I don't know what queen or what empress you know that you see running around town doing any motherfucking thing. They usually protected on the grounds, or they have people going with them when they go somewhere. I still run around this bitch, do whatever I want to do, knowing people want to do me in, but at the same time, don't play. This is an overthrow. is what they're trying to do. And it's not going to work. I want all them bitches in jail. I caught each and every single one of them talking about things that they should not be talking about or knowing about in my household. And I don't know, those are the head energies. There's a feminine in my family, possibly a little sister or some fucking body, okay? And then there's that allodial energy, the moon energy, and the Drea fucking energy. I don't know who's still with us and who's not, or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not telling you that they have to. I'm just saying, anything happen to me, anything questionable, they are the head ringleaders or some of these feminine energies that might be also connected to these masculines. There's a cousin, there's friends, best friends, and shit like this that also play in the energy with this masculine. Whether they humping and dumping or whatever fuck they doing with them or not, that's the case. People can say I'm jealous or I'm mad of what? I don't even know exactly what they're doing. God just give me enough to know that something is up and something is wrong. And there is no safe place because nobody wants you to be safe. At some point in time there was, right? But not anymore. There's cracks in the walls now. There's cracks in the foundation now. You know, women, some of these women are wicked and creepy, okay? They probably have keys to your home because of some legal documents that they filled out or signed up on, and they can creep around your home. Let men into your home, drug you, things like this. This is what I see. I'm sorry. It's past, present, or future. Could have been getting done in the 80s, the 1800s, the 1600s, 1990s, whatever. Could be today. But this is what's been going on here. It's almost like on Handmaid's Tale, when the woman would sit there and hold the woman down like she just wasn't going to lay there anyway. She's trapped in prison to a certain extent in the house. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a head woman or head master that the government has attached to and supplied to these men, right? Maybe even got them turned into some old other shit to turn against the empress. So they worshiping little g gods. But they still have the accessory, which is, or the necklace or whatever it would be, which is the empress. I don't know why I'm hearing herringbone. But you're not even gonna, that's just silly as hell. Another thing that merchants should know or would know is that when they have something that is of quality, again, unless you're trying to ruin it, you're going to keep it well groomed. You're going to keep it safe. You're going to keep it some kind of way. Now, at some point in time, this could have turned into a competition between me and a masculine or me and another feminine energy. But I wasn't aware of it. They were. I wasn't aware of it. They were. It used to make me sad, but now it just fuels a fire inside of me knowing that these people want me dead. Or even if they don't want to, they're playing games and they putting that shit out in the universe. We need to know what the womb has really been going through all these years. The things that they look into the homes and they see these women in dire situations or sometimes overwhelmed with children and, you know, all like this and things like that. But there's another aspect to this that they may not even be privy of or aware of, okay? That has to do with the psyche or something that, you know, the things that are left unsaid or the things that are seen and unseen that go on that also build up on these women here. That at some point in time, they should be able to take their abundance, whether it's financial or whatever, it should be actually sent to them. It should be given to them. These men, these presidents or whoever, they should honor these women by coming directly to them or calling them, inviting them to the White House and giving them whatever care package the fuck they need to move on with their life. Instead of being entertained by the effects of these things that are going on in other dimensions, other realms, sleep realm or something like this, and getting their kicks and their rocks off on it. Wouldn't it be better if you seen these women living a pleasant life with their children? No, they want to end you. Past, present, or future. This could be something that in this day is something new that's being done. But somebody knew that I can take this, and so they put it all on my plate, which is true. But I feel like there may be something about a promised land energy. We'll see. Somebody think you need to do something more. Listen, just like Moana said, she's the reason why the people were where they were. She brought the people to that certain elevated status here as a whole. In expansion in some kind of way. Yeah, so there might be also a masculine energy again that doesn't want somebody to take, or maybe I have taken that. Maybe I have taken that journey with Maui, because there was more to that journey with Maui than meets the eye. I think they just couldn't put it in the damn storyline. Okay, but whatever. They like it. They get a kick out of it to see the Empress work so hard in toil and labor. Mental strain can be more straining sometimes, or raising children at home could be more straining than any job that one could have. Some of these women have jobs too. Lucky enough, I didn't have to at some point in time. But again, my heart always goes out to those particular women. But those particular women are also having some type of view into my life and targeting or sending sex magic or whatever towards these masculines in order to keep them uninterested or in some kind of lustful or covetous energy. In this day and age, it can be some kind of something planted in your mind or some shit like this, where you might have a paradise somewhere that they go off to, whatever the fuck, something. All right, something weird is going on, okay? Make me think about Black Mirror with that one episode with that video game. I'm also thinking about that one with Miley Cyrus in it, since we said Wrecking Ball. When that last one I think they had, when they had her like somewhere asleep somewhere, and I think they were trying to like use her energy or something, like it was something weird like that. I can't remember. I really can't. Yeah, it's like that. So again, when everybody leaves, it's never meant for her to be happy. It's meant for her to be pressed. That's what the Empress is, to be compartmentalized and pressed. I thought maybe a masculine was coming to help put someone back together. And of course, nobody needs somebody. I've done a lot on my own with the grace of God and the ancestors and angels and guides that have been leading me to a certain extent. Some of them were just coming to take or give a little bit and take more than whatever, all right? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Of course, nobody wants to, but at some point in time, I feel like this masculine was telling me that they wanted to do it with me, right? But I feel like they never showed up in the 3D. So either that's by choice, some kind of sorcery being done, him listening to these females instead of listening to me, that's telling him that the cycle is closed. Who the fuck is they? I am the one that open and close cycles. I sit in that energy of the alpha and the omega. What the hell you do too? When you gonna act like it?